my 18-year-old, she just said to me, oh yeah, this thing brought me back to flashbacks about not being picked first and in elementary school. And I was like, oh yeah, gosh, you remember that. And you, when it's happening and your kid is so upset with you there, you're just feeling like what they're feeling, because it's also probably bringing up long buried feelings of that from your own childhood, yes. Right? It's so hard to be like, oh, I'm just gonna be here for my kid, because now you're like, I have the power to do something about it, and should I?
Yeah.
Which is
And should I?
a legitimate question. And yeah, I'm curious how you fall down on that question. And I think we fall on the same area, which is a little bit of we have to back off and let these things, these hard things happen for our kids to some degree, right? Like,
yes.
And then there comes a place
in their way. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think about it, I'm like, they're going to feel these things for their whole life in some way, in some capacity. And right now, under my roof, in this context of our relationship, they have an opportunity to learn that the feeling they're experiencing is both normal and safe, and that they can handle this. It's an opportunity to practice so that when they experience that and I'm not there, or they don't turn to me, they still know that they're worthy, they're loved, they're valued, this doesn't define them, and that they can handle this hard thing. This hard thing they're experiencing won't last forever, and they can navigate it. And they get to practice that with us. And if every time something comes up as an obstacle, we remove that from them, they don't get that practice. And then they're going to go out into the world. We're going to see huge spikes of anxiety and depression where they feel like they're failing because they're experiencing these hard things and they don't have a toolbox to navigate them. And there's nobody there removing that painful obstacle for them.
And we've seen that, right? Like we have
it's all data driven.
Yeah. That the spikes of anxiety and things are there. And we have lots of thoughts on, people have lots of different thoughts on like why they're there. But I do think that is definitely a factor, is that if you don't have any practice, it's going to be unacceptable that you feel some discomfort or anxiety or sadness or feeling left out, whatever that feeling is. It's going to be like an unacceptable feeling that you have to numb or make go away in some way if it's something that's completely foreign to you.
Exactly. And can lead to things like entitlement, where it's like, I know I'm entitled to be a part of everything that I want to be included in, or I'm entitled to this access to whatever it is because I've always been given that I haven't experienced, oh, I felt left out and I was not included. Like there's a world in which this girl is not a part of these dances being made with these friends, and they continue to make them and she's not included in those. And she gets to look at, what does that mean? Are these people I want to keep being friends with? Is it somebody that I feel good about? Am I going to build a skill for saying to them myself? And maybe that's where a parent comes in and coaches of like, yeah, what do you feel comfortable doing? Would it feel good to say, hey, I feel left out? Maybe they didn't think about you and that's really hurtful. Maybe they're not saying, oh, we thought about you and we're purposefully keeping you out. Maybe they are. I'm not sure. But is that something you want to ask them of like, I'm feeling left out. I'd like to be included in this. How does that feel? And maybe the girl says, yeah, I'm never doing that. I'd rather just not hang out with them or talk to them or ignore it. But we get to be there to help with that, like problem solving, conflict res, scaffolding, and skill building from the outside. And then they get to choose, what do I do with that? What decision do I want to make?